Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphin starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, clock 11! Let's get that home.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 24, Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Here comes Grant on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, first and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Haywood!
On second and 9, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Monday.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. This is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got one. Hey, look
Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Rivers now. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
We got 3.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, quarter. Check 24. Check 24. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Rapid.
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his 5th-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. 49 to Mike. Hey, exit. Check. Mike's 49.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Pugs, Monday. 49, guys. Mike, 40. Monday. I'm here all day. Hey, Foxtrot. 49. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 49.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, alert, alert. Check 31, check 31.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Dolphins 6, Chargers nothing.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's going to be a lot smooth. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Check tight, check tight, check tight. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
80, 80, 80.
Babies cry all the way back home.
No, no, no. Off. Shoot. He's coming. We got double up.
25, check 25, check 25.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
What's the crew? Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers, and he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy. Hey, Rocket.
Rivers to throw it. complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Orange. X3. 218. Jump.
Here's Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
You draw perfect.
First down, Rivers. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
390. 390.
Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike. Got 190. 180.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Patch it. Patch it.
Keep it skinny.
Check 59, Mike.
Mike.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
allowing the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Take it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I know he ain't got it. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Money. Cut. Hey, check 20. Hey, alert. Here we go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Monday. Right there. I'm coming after you. Kill. 58's the money. 58's the money. 80. He's defense focus. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I got it. Hey, quarter. Check safety. Check nickel. Alert. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's how we do it, baby.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You ain't doing nothing today. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno.
To throw is Rosen. Just keeping the play alive. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
March 49. All day, just like that. 49 to Mike. 49.
Go.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Cooper's got it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. No chance.
Hey, orbit.
Kill.
80.
Hey, turn it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hug.
49 to Mike. 49.
Hey, Charlie.
49.
Yeah.
Guys, Mike.
Now it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Strong right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Mike's 49. It's our time.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Rush in. Alert. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check. Crunch.
They go back to Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And now it's Rosen looking. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hey, Alpha! 89!
4th down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check hot route. Hot. Slam. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
This is Grant. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Grant trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10.
49's the mic. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Grant try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief.